Good evening, everyone, and welcome to what is my final stream for some time. I'm sure I'll turn up again on some 4-up challenges, but this is my last one for the foreseeable future. I am joined tonight once again with Tom. How are you doing tonight, Tom?
I have a cold.
You have a cold. Oh no, and we've dragged you onto the stream and you're poorly.
It's okay. I have a koala mug full of ginger and lemon tea.
Oh, very good, very good. So we're going to be just before we properly start. Can I just get a quick sound check from everybody in the chat? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear Tom okay. And while the chat are telling me whether or not they can hear us all right. How excited are you, Tom? The Horseshoe Curve is finally out.
I'm thrilled. I just really hope everyone enjoys it.
Yeah. So I'm actually driving tonight. I'm in the hot seat tonight. Last time we kind of threw you in the deep end, didn't we? And we were like, go on, Tom, do your first ever stream and then go ahead and drive while you're doing it. But tonight we've decided, we voted for chaos, really. And I'm going to be streaming tonight. And I'm going to be hosting. And I'm also going to be shunting. Because, I don't know if you know this, Tom, but during the previous 4-up challenge, I actually won the shunting challenge. I know, which would suggest that I'm good at shunting, but really the bar was really low. So yeah, we were also supposed to be joined by Adam tonight, but unfortunately he was unavailable. If anybody's wondering why, it's just the two of us. And Matt isn't poorly. Matt is actually on holiday and enjoying a bit of time off for a change, which is very nice. Nat, do the hard scenario. No, thank you, Tintin. No, thank you. I would rather that my last stream didn't end in tears. So yeah, the plan is to do do a bit of shunting, show off the GP38, I believe it is. You're going to help me if I end up in any situations where I can't get the train moving or I'm going in the wrong direction. I'm gonna be relying on you a bit there, Tom.
Happy to help.
And then we're going to try and answer any questions you've got in the chat. Tom's here. Tom's going to be monitoring the chat tonight, so if you've got any questions for Tom, fire them his way. And let's have a bit of fun, shall we? So let's crack on with it. Let's go into the timetable. GP38. I'm gonna go with like the easiest settings here. By the way, I am not prepared for like snowy conditions. And I'm not even sorry about that, guys. And we're gonna do the Geniata switching. Now this is the only switching service, correct?
It's the only switching service here in the timetable.
And then there is another one that is a scenario?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
There is another service which links on with this one, which is the HI-10.
Yeah.
Hardaysburg local. And they, if you put the cars in the right place, will come along later on in the day and take them away.
Okay. So I think we considered doing the scenario as well, didn't we? Which sort of holds your hand a bit. But you said that one's a little bit more challenging, so we'll go with this one.
It also does a little bit rely on your understanding of US railroad lingo.
Okay, so no, we definitely went for the better choice there then. Let's see. Is Matt feeling okay? He took a holiday that seems abnormal for him. Yeah, no, bad guy, it's definitely not normal for Matt. I think he was forced into it, if we're being completely honest. So, let's get this moving. Should I put my ditch lights on? We had a question about the ditch lights last time, didn't we?
Yes, we did. People asked if the ditch lights flashed. Now, in the GP38, they do flash. There is a control just above the front headlights control, which you can set to flashing.
Hold on, let's find it. Front headlights. These ones.
Ditch light control, there we go. It's right behind your throttle bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There, flash. Hold on, if I go outside, can we see a flash? Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, we've identified a problem in the ES44's wiring harness, so I'm working on a fix for that right now. So
they're not currently.
Let's see if we can get that in.
So they don't currently flash on the other one, but you're working on it.
That's correct.
Okay.
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Forward. Oh, I'm moving.
Yes, because you are not quite on the flat.
No, I'm not.
Juniata Works is not flat. It's got a
I need to
slight
put the brake
gradient.
on then, because I'm sure I'm going the wrong way.
You probably are going the wrong way. You need to be careful in the yards.
Wait.
And make sure
Why
that
is
you
it
set your
stopping?
path. Because that's your dynamic brake.
I knew that. Let's go for the correct brake, shall we? Is that the right one?
Yes. The automatic brake should stop you. You've got all your switches on, so you should be good to go.
Alright, there we go. I didn't panic then. Right. Which thingy do I need to move? This one?
I think you need to move that one, because you don't want to crash into the other tray.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got the other train here. So I need to move that one there. And then I can go around it.
I think you may still have missed one.
I've missed one? Where we go?
It's right next to the train one.
That one? No, that was still good. Or
No,
this
the
one?
next one. No, not that one, the other way.
Which way?
Well, not towards your train, away from it. There
Oh,
you go.
there! Good spot.
The next one is technically off, but most of the switch inside the yards are sliders, so you can just roll over them from the opposite direction and it will
Where's the actual
work.
bit I'm going to?
It's quite a long way away.
No, it is. Am I supposed to be following this blue path?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. Let's do this. Like I said, we chose chaos tonight. Right, let's go.
Yeah, Chris, the horn not activating the bell is a known issue now. I didn't work on the locos and it just got missed. I'm very sorry about that. Mm-hmm. We're working on a fix for that too.
So for anybody that's wondering why we're not doing, well, the famous curve, it's because we did that during the preview, didn't we, Tom?
We did indeed, yes.
I should do the switches on foot like we did in the challenge. Yeah, so that was one of the conditions of the challenge we did. You weren't allowed to do what I just did, where you change the switches on the map. You actually had to get out of the train and change them manually, and well, chaos ensued. Should we do one? There you go. Oh, the bell's on. How do we turn it off?
Yep, the bell interlock does work on the GP.
Where's my bell?
It's right at the bottom.
Oh, there. Cool. I had a feeling it was on that side. Is it prototypical in the US to push switches by the train?
I think they do allow trains to do it, but it's better practice to set the switch properly.
Mm-hmm. Is the back of the shops on the turntable accessible?
No.
Okay.
The player boundary pretty much crosses behind where this formation is lined up.
Mm-hmm. How much is the route in the UK? I believe it's $24.99. Oh, press the B key on the keyboard to turn the bell off. Yeah, you'd think by now I'd have remembered that's how you do it, but I heard the bell and then panicked, and then I was like, I need to push the button inside the train. So have you had much chance to play this yet yourself? I know obviously you've helped create it, but have you played it?
Not a huge amount on the actual Steam build.
Yeah.
I think I've played maybe half an hour since the stream we did on Thursday. I didn't actually have access to it until today.
Oh really?
Release. Yeah, I've only got access to it on their branch and then on the retail branch.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been waiting for it to pop onto the retail branch so I could actually, start playing on a proper save.
Yep. Can you hear the horn, please? Let's put the bell on. Oh. Turn it off with the keyboard.
I think you might want to check your switches again.
Oh, rats. Are we going the wrong way?
I think we're going the wrong way.
Okay, hold on. Let's put the brakes on. Was it the automatic brakes I wanted to put on? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's check because there's a good check.
Yeah, you need to back up just a little bit.
Where do we need
and
to go?
switch that switch.
Where do we need to be going?
You need to go straight ahead.
Oh,
Oh,
there.
your blue line's vanished.
Oh my goodness. How? And yeah, my blue line has vanished. This doesn't help.
Yeah, so you want to pretty much go straight ahead.
All right. So on this
So you
one.
need to. Yeah, you need to reverse back on the switch you're going on, and then set the switch that we're currently sat over.
Okay, we'll figure this out.
Back to straight.
Reverse. Maybe it disappeared because I went past it.
That's what Red Leader is telling us.
What? That it disappeared because I made an oopsie?
Yeah.
Can't say I'm surprised. All right, let's go back a little bit.
What services have the flip? Oh, somebody's asking.
Oh,
me.
so just reverse till the blue line comes back. That's good. That's good tactic. I'll do that.
So, in the service timetable, there's only one service which uses the flat car. It is a pure flat car service, and that is 25W Croxton to Chicago. Should depart around 5:45 in the evening.
Okay, let's see if that does the trick. Yes, it does.
That previous one was right. We
Yeah,
thought
the
it was
previous
safe.
one was right.
There you go.
Let's do that way. So as you might have noticed, I haven't really done much switching before, but I've got to say, I do actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy actually playing the switching. It's great.
Yeah.
Designing it is a real challenge. It's
Oh,
one
is
of the more
it?
challenging aspects of the game, yeah.
Okay.
Game design, yeah.
I think we're good there. I think we're good. So why is it challenging compared to like other stuff? Should we say?
Okay, so the trains that go from one end of the line to the other, Johnstown to Altoona sort of style services. For the most part, you know where you're going from, you know where you're going to, and you place a few markers in the middle to say, train, use this line.
Okay, yeah.
And you can mess around, put some trains in the way, pull some trains out of the way, line some trains up so that they, get in your way. Just have fun with that. It's pretty straightforward. Switching, for one, Juniata Works Yard is a crazy place. There's, I don't know who designed it, and I'm sure they had good reasons.
At least you would hope.
As a British man who knows not much about switching in US yards, it seems a bit bonkers. There's track everywhere, the linkages don't link up where you'd expect, so not only are you having to deal with bitty formations and moving them around, you're also having to okay, I want to take something from over here and take it over there, and then you find out actually there's no easy track which links the two, so you have to take it this way, then that way, then the other way, and then to where, and it's just a much harder challenge.
I mean, was it quite rewarding though?
It's very rewarding when you get it right.
Yeah.
And everything comes together.
Baked bean considered, one thing I've found in the US, switching yards are on a slope, which makes everything harder. I mean, yeah, that's got to make it so much harder.
Actually, one of the wonderful beta testers tested out the coal loading scenarios down at South Fork, and he noted these loading scenarios are quite challenging because the loader is on a 1 point something % gradient.
CNO Railfan said, Tom, which services have the new gondola?
I will have a look and get back to. That's the nice thing about not driving. I've got the editor open so I can actually look these questions up.
Are you doing okay there? Your poor throat. You sound like you're struggling.
I may mute from time to time and have a little cough.
That's okay. Oh, goodness me. You're very good to come on the stream still not feeling quite right.
There we go. I'm back.
Bless you.
It's my pleasure. I really enjoyed the last one, and I didn't want to miss the release, you know?
Yeah.
I've only been on a few games so far, and release day is always special.
Yeah?
It really is.
I mean, we were literally talking about it just before the stream, weren't we? And you were saying that, I was like, are you nervous? And you said, mostly you just want people to have a good time playing your game. And to play playing what you've created.
As long as they have fun, I don't mind.
Yeah. Has this route got the latest track builders? It seems to be loading in very close to the loco. Oh dear, they are.
Latest track builder?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
So I'd love to answer that question, but I just don't know what it means. If they want to clarify a bit more, I'm happy to try and answer that question.
Oh, it's a go via, and I'm trying to stop. Oh, I may have accelerated a little bit much though. Oh wait, no, I need to stop because I don't think I've changed the thingies properly. Hold on. We'll soon find out. Oh no. Yeah, there you go, see? I did need to stop. Or else we'd have just gone flying past then. Okay, we're good. I think, are we good? Now we're good.
Yes, it looks like it.
Look how close that was. I'm surprised that one's actually allowed me to change it.
Well, it's probably because again it's sprung, so you're not sprung. It's a slider. So
look at it. Look how close that was. That is. Okay, let's go forward.
So people keep asking about accessibility of Junior's works. So the cross there, as you look across from that building to the building where the tank cars were coupling to, that line is roughly where the end of player navigability of this end is. And then the back end of that building again chops towards the back edge where the road is, and that again is roughly where we allow the player to walk. So this very end, which is Junior to Tank works in real life, that isn't player accessible.
Stephen Mosley said, Tom, did you all add a new freight car?
We did. We added 2 new freight cars. We added the flat car and the gondola.
Cool. And you're having a look now, aren't you, which service has the gondola?
I'm looking for what services have the gondola.
It's one of the good things about being the wingman.
Yeah, it's not telling me which ones. Okay. So, that can't be right.
Why?
Because it looks like one of the timetable services have a gondola. Okay. And now I'm pretty sure I added gondolas to quite a bit of the timetable, so if that's happened, it must have been, must have got lost in one of my timetable reshuffles, which is a huge shame. If that's happened, I heartily apologise, and I'll look at getting that fixed soon. But for now, you will be able to view the lovely gondola in Scenario 3. What was that one called? In real life.
What we can do is have after the stream, we can have a proper look and see if we can find them when you're not under pressure of doing it live. There's a good chance you might not be finding it just because we're on the stream.
If they aren't there, I'll make sure they get in the future.
Yeah.
That's my job. I've been loving reading all the feedback, seeing all the bugs that people have spotted already, fixing all those bugs, trying my best to get them all sorted out for you guys. So hopefully we can get some patches out at some point.
Do I need to do something to the brakes? They sound like they're squealing at me.
Let's have a look.
Let me stop. They sound like they're shouting.
I mean, that says release. Your automatic was released.
The wagons won't have anything on, will they? The actual containers?
Don't think so.
No.
Pop that into 3 mode and have a look.
Hold on, let's just check these first. They all go the right way. Yeah. Okay. My independents are on. Are they? Hold on.
I don't think so. I think it said release.
Automatic, independent. Yeah, it's release. It says release. No, maybe it's just me imagining it. Right, let's. Nope, wrong way. Is my cutout set to frame?
Oh, the cutout, yes.
Is that? Hold
it's
on.
the little black switch underneath your automatic brake.
Okay.
No, not the MU2A. It's
Where?
It's on the automatic brake.
There.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Thank
That's
you.
I always forget the cutout too.
You can always rely on the chat to help me. It was like you obviously can't hear it, Tom, but it was like screeching, like it was in pain.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that noise well because,
Yeah.
like I said, I always forget it. Like I've chatted with a couple of the DGU staffers and gone, something's not working. I can't work out. And they're like, have you set your cutout? I'm like, oh no. I just feel like such a numpty whenever I do that.
Yeah. Okay, we're pretty good. Nat, is that art in the background? No, it's a it's hard to see on the stream, but it's actually like a tapestry, and I just hung it from the wall. The stream keeps stopping or it's blurred. Try reloading it if you're having any troubles seeing it. Ooh, I'm speeding. Is it because I'm going downhill?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it is. Can you see the full map for a moment? Yeah, when we stop, I'll show you the full map for sure. You're gonna have to send the locos back to the shop to get their brake serviced for sure.
Well, luckily for you, the shops aren't far away.
So one of the other questions we had from the previous stream as well was in regards to substitutions, and they wanted to know if they were going to work this time. Tom, do you know what the score is with them?
I had a quick look,
Yeah.
and it looks like the substitution system is largely not set up for the new vehicles.
Okay.
Some of the freight cars will substitute with particularly Sandpatch grade, Cane Creek, but for the most part they are just going to be running on this route.
Sure.
Rail finding in Virginia. Yes, the flashing setting for ditch lights means they're going to flash when the horn sound and not flashing the whole time. Okay, if that's the case, that's not something that I read in the manual. I didn't do a lot of the loco work myself,
Sure.
I'll say, so some of these loco issues I'm only encountering now because I hadn't actually read the manuals in great depth for these locos before last week, so you guys telling me these things aren't working right, it's good to hear because it means I can go back to those manuals and double check how they work. So
Yeah, you're logging any feedback, aren't you?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
I misread that before. I thought they were just telling us that they were flashing all the time. I thought it was just because you'd set the switch, but
I thought
apparently they're not meant to flash all the time.
Yes, no, I think the switch might still be on, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they're telling me that that's not how it should work, so I will make a note of that and have a look into that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love hearing the feedback. I love having a look at these things for you guys.
Oh, fine. Alright, let's have a look. I've got to say, the other thing about shunting, it's very chill.
It's very chill, and it feel a bit more like I'm playing a puzzle game.
Yeah.
It's more puzzle forged than what's that game where you're shooting balls at the weird twisty line?
Shooting balls
there's
with
like
a weird twisty line?
Yeah, there's a game where there's like a weird twisty line, and the balls make their way along it towards your thing, and if they reach you, you lose. Zoomer! Thank you, chat. That's great.
Right.
It's more puzzle forged than Zoomer, you know, planning every move and doing each move. Not just like, there's balls coming, let me shoot, get them out of the way.
Do the fans move on top of the loco? Let's find out right now. Yes. Okay, go back. I'm going to be I'm going to be fast. It's a go via, right? So.
Yeah.
I braked a bit much. Oops.
I was playing Punk for the camera again the other day, and I slammed into emergency because I was going far too quickly, and it took me a few moments to get the train going again.
Yeah.
It was. I was like, oh. And the really annoying thing, I was 4 yards off the marker, and anyone who's played this game knows 3 yards is where it actually triggers the next objective. I was like, can I get out and just push the loco the extra?
So this actual shunting was supposed to be done, I think, by Matt initially, because I think he was going to join us on that first stream. But I've decided to do it instead, and I'm so glad I got to do it, because I'm actually enjoying myself an awful lot.
Yeah, I've always thought it looked a bit like a big cat, Nico. The coupling
it does.
logo.
Now you've said it. Uncouple 10 vehicles. Oh, do I have to get out to do it? We're going to get out and do it.
The right way.
Yeah.
You could probably do it without even getting down, to be honest.
I think you can, but...
Again, not the right way.
That should be unlocked. Wait for a moment. Let's go do our thing. So if anybody is interested in buying Horseshoe Curve, it is actually out now. It's been available on console since like 10 o'clock this morning. I just see you doing the lovely hand gesture.
I'm just happy. I'm happy it's out, finally.
Am I going in the right direction? No.
Anyone who works on games knows that release day is always a happy day.
Yeah.
You've worked on this thing for so long, and longer than the community might have known about it, and you've just been waiting and waiting to tell everyone and see them play it, and it makes me happy.
Oh, that's lovely. Ooh. really bad at checking the map before I just start going. And actually, that reminds me, someone asked to see the whole map, so let's zoom out. Can you tell us about this map?
Sure. So you start at Altoona, which is where we are, Junior Auto Works.
Yep.
And you go all the way down through the Horseshoe Curve itself.
Is that the curve?
Past, yeah, that's the curve. The area where it splits in two is Galitzin, Allegheny Tunnels. Then you go past Crescent, down past Portage. I'm not. Summer Hill is somewhere on here. Lily is somewhere on here.
It's actually very big.
You've got South Fork, where the branch line goes off. Sorry, South Fork secondary splits off. And then you go through what I like to call the Jetty Mound down the end before you get to Conemaugh Pit Track and then in Johnstone.
So can you drive all of this?
Yeah, pretty much. Johnstown Yard's a bit special. There's half of it which is, I think they told me last time it was CSX territory. So you can't drive that bit. And you can't drive the very tips of Crescent Yard.
Sure.
But for the most part, you can drive the whole route. If you can see it on the track, you can mostly drive it. The top end of Rose Yard, there's a bit that is, I think it's called Homer Yard. That's not accessible. You chop off the player accessible area at the bridge. But yeah, it's largely, if you can see it, you can drive it.
Railfan said after the gondola gets on the manifests, it'll be my favourite route, but he still thinks it's awesome.
Yep. I'm glad.
The map looks like lightning, it does a bit.
Yeah.
Rail Fanning in Virginia said, great job on the route, all looks great, Tom.
Yeah, that's why I like the one in the service timetable, because there's a good amount of freight that passes you.
Oh, that is really cool. So this is, I imagine, the really long
intermodal.
Yeah.
Big long set of Gunderson Huskies.
I thought it was a freak out, too far away.
I do that all
There's
the
someone
time.
holding me back by the collar. No.
I was walking my sister's dog this morning while she was on holiday, and my goodness, I thought I was going parallel to the ground at times. Same idea.
Yeah, but you're taking the dog for the walk, or is it taking you for a walk?
Good question.
We are good. Let's go outside just because it's fun to watch. Do it, stop.
Why were PRR signals used as opposed to the modern NS Vader signals? Somebody's asking. We used the PRR signaling because that's what was on the YouTube video we used as source for the signal placement. That was recorded in late 2018, I think the YouTube video was. So, see, that's the signals that were on the route at the historical time period that we had placed it.
Yeah, this is based in 2018, you said, right? Or was it 2017?
2019, I think, is the clock time. But that sort of period just before positive train control really came in as the everything. my lovely way of bringing you a drink.
Oh, that's very thoughtful.
And the door's opened. I just have to shut them.
That's okay. So, what Derek said, thank you for making this route pre-PSR era.
PSR era?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Chair stream, yeah.
Anthony Peckerova said, "Can we look at stations?" Yeah, we don't have to do shunting the whole stream. We can definitely have a bit of a look at some stuff. Could maybe spawn on foot in a couple of stations, which would probably be quite nice.
Yeah, there's a station at both ends of the route. One in Altoona, one in Johnstown. We made sure that both stations are modelled.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any passenger services because the appropriate rolling stock is not available.
Yep.
But there is nothing stopping players running a train from one end to the other and pretending they have passengers in their freight.
Yeah. I mean, ideally you wouldn't have passengers in your freight, really.
It could be a load of boxcars with people like just sitting in the boxcars chilling. You know?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Nice pink containers on here. Yes, there are. Matt will be happy.
The Panther says, is the bug in the journey mode already known? The answer is, I don't know what you're referring to, so unless you tell me what the bug is, I can't really answer you there.
Yeah, no, definitely we need a little bit more context there.
If you find a bug, drop a post on the forum. I'm reading the forum.
Yep.
Talk about it in Discord. I'm trying to keep track of the Discord, but it moves like this. I know it's not an official Discord. They're just, is it Train Sim community?
Yeah,
but
the chat.
I keep an eye on
active
there.
in there.
Yeah.
We get a lot of feedback from Discord for sure. Can you show the wheel trucks of GP38? I can, if you tell me where they are. Tom?
Wheel trucks, I think they mean the bogies. You know where the wheels are on the track? Yeah. You're obviously just concentrating on your stop right now, aren't you?
Right. You know what? I'll just show the whole bottom of the. Looks pretty good. Let's have a look. Where am I going by? Back of that way. Yeah, what we'll do is, I probably won't do this entire service, and then we can have a bit of an explore of the stations and other things the route has to offer. I think we wanted to show off the GP38 tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I think a good stopping point, if we can get that far, would be after crossing the main line.
Sure.
Because this service takes you to the Junior RTB track and then out over the main line, so then you can reverse back into Rose Yard, which is a nice little piece, really.
Over 3,900 asked, how long has this route been in development?
I've been working on this route pretty much since I started Skyhook, which would have been 11 months ago, but that's not quite true because there was a bit of Cane Creek at the end there, so 9-10 months, I think. Yeah.
So that's a long
the locos, the locos on this route actually got started a bit later than we'd like, so we're hoping to improve that for the next one and actually, have a bit of a better dev cycle with regards to having the locos available earlier in that cycle, which was an interesting challenge. The SCL Railfan's asking if I've added the NSES 44 to sound patch grade. Currently, we haven't set up any substitutions. If DTG asked me to set up some substitutions specifically, I'll be happy to have a go. But right now, we're just keeping this rolling stock on this route.
Anthony said, I've ridden the whole length of this route and been to Johnstown and Altoona before. It's nice to see it in train symbol. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish I'd been to more places, like, in real life, so I could compare them, because I do think it's awesome comparing them. I'm trying to concentrate now, so I don't just, like, drive into it too quickly. Yeah.
20 miles an hour, yeah.
Like a pro. Right, stop over there. Yeah. We're good. Lovely.
ESR, apparently, NAT stands for Procession Scheduled Railroading, which means longer trains, less crews, and they also sell off a large portion of the locomotive fleet.
Interesting.
So in other words, that sounds much more efficient from a monetary standpoint, but much less interesting from a railroad fan standpoint.
Yeah, so
I understand why people are glad.
Yeah. Speeding again.
So easy to do in this yard.
Yeah.
It's almost 15 miles an hour, and I say that, and it's like, yeah, these are big trains. Like, you don't want them shooting around the yard at 25 miles an hour.
You know,
and that's where the people will be wandering around.
You know the stopping at the location. Can you stop at any point? So, like, does it matter which part of, let's say one of the containers is in it, is that fine, or does it have to be like the front of the train that's stopping, do you know?
That will be fine. Basically, this is actually something which is part of what adds a lot of the challenge in the other scenario, because the way the scenario designer is built, by default, you are placing the front of the formation as it's currently driving.
Yeah.
So the stop marker is really, it's going to be where the wagon leading the train, or the loco leading the train is. So as soon as a bit of the train's on the stop marker, you're good.
So, like, obviously I've got the back of it now, back of formation in. If I stop now, I'm assuming people wouldn't be happy about it.
No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Once the back of the formation is over that marker, you're good to stop.
Interesting. I mean, I'm gonna stop with the actual loco because I feel like that's the right way to do it.
That's what a lot of people think.
Oh. Yeah.
And I will say, if you are playing the other shunting scenario, don't think like that. You don't want to stop with the loco where the marker is. You need to be stopping and thinking about where you're stopping, because there's a lot of running around with wagons, and got to make sure you're not fouling the switches. So that means leaving wagons across switches you then need to switch, because otherwise you'll derail trains. It's
See why you didn't want me to do that one now. It's a bit tricky.
Well, as Sean said, it brought him to tears.
Oh, that's the one that brought him to tears.
The scenario, yeah.
Oh wait, I think I'm
not this timetable service, but the scenario, yeah.
Oh, right. gotcha. Now I really understand why you didn't want me to do that one.
No, this is why I want to see Matt do that one, you see.
If you want to see a pro do it, like, yeah, I'm sure Matt will do it on one of his own streams for sure. I feel like he'd have a lovely time.
Are the new locos in the livery designer? They should be, yes. Ah, that's already been answered. I hate it when that happens. Yeah.
Trentonville needs an area stop. The train has to fit between this and this market. That'd be fun. Trying to get that right as well.
They have that. You can do that. It's used obviously for passenger services where you're stopping at stations. You can also do it for other stops, but generally it's not as critical because with freight, as long as you're not going through red signals, you're good.
Lynn's asked, what is your favourite train in the entirety of Trinson Limited?
Oh, that's difficult. I don't actually own many of the packs.
Okay.
I am lucky.
Maybe you're allowed to say your own, like you're allowed to say the one you want. That's allowed. I think we can be okay.
Let me just fire it up and see which one I've put the most hours into.
I don't even know which one's my favourite at this point. I've driven so many of them. It's really hard to decide. I can't say I'm a fan of anything German, especially I think all of the safety systems have given me PTSD, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe probably one of the Shunting actually.
I think it's the ice trains.
Ah, you like the ice trains?
They remind me of my time in Germany, which was really special. So, yeah, I like the ice trains, and gotta go fast. It's fun.
Do you know what? I did quite like the Gronk Longy. I did quite like it.
Oh, both the cars. So the wagons on the end of tanker formations are apparently holdovers from steam. Stop sparks from the engine landing on flammable explosive loads. That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of diesels, like the hot exhaust are just going up generally, but yeah, the steam engines used to literally throw bits of coal sometimes, didn't they?
Oh well.
Only little bits, but still. I must say, I am very excited to see the steam route come out.
How are you now?
When I heard you guys were working on that, I was so excited. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I love steam engines. I grew up in Derbyshire, so near Peak Rail, Midland Rail. I've been to the NRM a few times. I love steam engines. They're part of my childhood.
Are you going to be one of those people that's like, I'll help you test it? So you can get it, just so you can have a go first.
I think, to be honest, I think I'm going to wait for the release and just enjoy it as a paying customer.
Fair enough.
I will be downloading the pack on my dev build, but I'll be doing that after release and seeing if I can just have a play with the mechanics and just have a look. As a game engineer, it's just interesting to me.
Now, before anyone shouts, I have seen the red light. Don't worry. Well, I think the chat joined me on enough streams by this point that I'm traditionally not very good at paying attention to red lights, and usually it takes lots of shouting in the chat before I actually notice it. But I can confirm, I have noticed it.
I mean, the chat saw me last week.
They saved you. That one.
Just straight through that red light at the end.
Yeah, no, that
one. They
one.
saved me earlier in the stream.
That was a really good way to end the stream. Oh my gosh, am I going to
It was good. Yes.
Okay, I'm stopping. thought it was going to change. I was like, like just keep going really slowly, keep creeping towards it. No. But no. There we go, stop. Do I have to contact anyone, or is there a reason?
Have a look on the map, see what's going past. There's probably something that's using the interlocking.
It'll be on this side, right?
No, it's probably on the top side, because you have to cross the main lines 1 and 2 to get across to the bottom. So my guess is there's a train that's coming past.
We're trying to figure out which direction to go in.
So most of the traffic goes that way. That way is westbound, so it'll be coming from behind you.
Okay.
There is something.
That's not moving.
No, that's in Rose Yard. Is there anything further up?
Goodness me.
It's towards the map boundary.
It could just let me
There
go
is,
at this
then
point.
that shouldn't be blocking you, yeah.
There is nothing.
There's a green light.
Oh.
There is a green light on that first set of signals. So it just looks like something's coming through and it's already reserved the signal. It's a long way away though.
It is, isn't it? Right?
Try contacting the dispatcher, see what they say. They'll probably refuse you.
Oh, but let me go. Nothing coming. Let me go. I'm denied. Access denied. Does the cab radio work for contact dispatcher? Let's find out.
No.
It doesn't.
No. The radio's there. It would be the push to talk button on the radio. So that's not the radio. That's the end of train device.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Talk. Let me go. Yeah. So I'll just have to wait patiently, really. Right. So I'm going to change those lights because I don't think they're supposed to be flashing at this point, are they?
Probably not.
I mean, they've been flashing.
They only tend to flash. They only tend to flash when you pass crossings, I believe.
Let's go for just on. And we'll give it a few minutes to do its thing while we're waiting. Wait patiently. Because you wanted us to go over the crossing, right? And then that's a good place to stop.
Well, really, I just wanted you to see the fact that it would stop you if there was a train coming past, and I'm slightly confused as to what train it stopped us for, to be honest, right now.
Me too. I'm confused. Well, we could have looked further.
Is there a train coming past?
Oh, there! It's going to be that one.
There's one. Oh, because he's on our
you.
line. He's coming past us. Right,
You're
so
the
we're waiting
oh my
for him
goodness,
to clear
look
our
at the length
segment.
of that.
He's a long boy.
Wow. Okay, we'll wait for it to go past next. That'll be fun to watch. But that explains why we're having to wait so patiently.
Yes.
Because we're having. Direction.
This is actually one of the places where I'm thinking, like, why have they designed this yard like this?
Yeah.
Because if you look at the front of Rose Yard where we're crossing, if you go back to the map view, it's a bit easier to see.
Yeah. So we're crossing.
If you look at
here, right?
Yeah, we're crossing along this blue line, yeah. And you can't pull onto this line and reverse back into Rose Yard for the far side. There is no way to get to anything past those two lines without coming onto one of these two at the bottom.
So we just have to wait patiently.
You'd have thought the dispatch would have sent him onto the other line, but apparently not.
No, dispatch.
Just making our life difficult.
Yeah, let's see if we can go find it. If it'll let me.
Oh, Azure, tell me all about a real messed up yard.
So we need to go there.
Yes.
Where is it? There it is, look.
There he is, I can see
it
him,
creeping towards us. So it's not too much further. Can I show the gondola and the flat car in timetable mode? Can I do that?
We can, let's flick over to the
let's do that after this. Yeah, after this passes.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do that, and then we'll go show them the whatchamacallit, the stations as well.
Stations, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like we've waited long enough now. Like we can't leave without seeing it go past.
This is
you know.
Sunk cost fallacy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So just there. It's like train spotting.
Yeah, I leave the gravel pits and the wasteland down the road from my house, and just as I was walking past the edge of the wasteland entrance, I'd just hear a train go past, and I'd be like, if I'd waited 2 more minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And we know it's coming because we saw it in the distance, so it's not too much further away. But do you know which timetable services I'd needed to find the gondola and the flat car on?
Yes, I sent it to somebody earlier, so I can just pull that up and tell you.
Sweet.
It would be the...
Oh, here it comes. Look, you can see it in the distance. See? It's popping in.
Ooh. 25W Croxton to Chicago.
Okie dokie. That's what we'll do.
It's at 5:45 in the evening.
Did Skyhook do the DBBR187? They did, and I believe in the last stream you confirmed that there are going to be some improvements to the 187, but we're not quite ready to talk about them yet. But yes, there are going to be improvements. I believe to the sound and the safety systems, the intention. But once Skyhook are ready to talk about it, we will. It's just we don't have all the details for you guys right now.
Exactly right now.
And there it goes. Look at him. You kept us waiting.
Yeah.
Patience is the key. Yes, it is.
Somebody in the beta forum has brought up the fact that a lot of people are having trouble with the banking com in this route. So what we've done with the banking com is we followed the lead of Sherman Hill, and so the banking com now is a lot more automatic. There's no need to go and set up the rear loco, and if it's not already set up for you, all you have to do is hit the banking com on switch in the lead loco, and it should set up the rear one for you.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, by all means let us know, and we'll look into it. But I'm pretty confident now, if you get into a loco, you hit banking com first before you do anything else, then set up your loco as normal, and it should reflect everything you're doing in the rear vehicles.
Gotcha. Thank you for clearing that up. And well, while we're on the topic of clearing some things up, can we also talk about the I believe it's the long train tutorial? Some people were concerned that there's going to be long waits for setting up the train. Is that the case? I know that the tutorial is a bit of a lengthy wait, but is that the case for everything?
So the tutorial is deliberately meant to be quite long because we're trying to say this is what it's like in real life. If you went to a cold, dead train, it would take you a long time to get it started.
Yeah.
Because of how long it takes to pressurize a brake pad. Excuse me.
Ooh, I can go.
In standard gameplay, generally, it's not going to take you that long. Partly because we've tuned the vehicles to start with the brake pressure relatively high, and partly because a lot of the trains come with helper sets on the rear, which means that we're pumping from both ends, which is, a lot. Obviously, that's doubling the amount of pumping.
So, what does this mean for people who experience an emergency brake? Are they going to have to wait a long time if they emergency?
So, as I was saying the other day, I was playing on Honk for the Camera, and I emergency braked, and it was agonisingly long, but that was because I was at 4 feet.
Right.
The actual amount of time that I spent there, I think, was about 3 to 5 minutes, pumping back up sufficiently to move.
So they're not going to have to wait, let's say, 20 plus minutes to get going again if they emergency brake.
Exactly.
Okay.
It should be a relatively swift experience to get back moving again. You won't, again, the long train tutorial explains this better.
Yeah.
You won't have your full braking performance until the rear of the train is up to pressure. And by up to pressure, I mean close to 90 psi.
Yep,
but no, you're going the right way. This is all automatic now. You're on the interlocking.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, you're not going to have full braking until you get up to high pressure, but for the most part, you will be able to move relatively quickly. And people are saying that we've got a journey mode timetable slot that just dumps us onto the map. I wasn't aware of that. I will get somebody to look at that tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Journey mode has blank timetable. Okay, that's definitely not behaving the way it should be.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
That's not fun, and I apologise. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could create a form thread just with a little bit more information on that, that would actually be really helpful. If any screenshots usually help, and that would be really, really great for the team. Otherwise, it can be quite challenging trying to find what you're looking for, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's always good to get a location. It's always good to have pictures. It just helps us narrow things down a lot quicker.
You've already done it. That's great. Tom will have a look-see after the stream. Thank you very much.
It's really eerie not having the loco sound.
I bet it is a bit weird, right? Because obviously you can see it.
Yeah.
We'll stop here.
Yeah.
And then we'll go do some exploring and show off some of the other stuff that the chat have been asking for, shall we?
Yeah. So they want us to show off the flat car, don't they?
Yeah.
I want to show off the gondola as well, but because I can't identify a service that's got that in right now, I'm sorry we're not able to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll do the
I'll get an answer to you about that tomorrow, Nat, so you can communicate it onwards.
Absolutely. There we go. And we'll stop here for now. So that's not even completing the shunting there.
No, that's only about halfway.
That's about halfway.
Yeah, you've got to how do they phrase it? You've got to spot those trucks in Rose Yard, and then you've got to take some other trucks from Rose Yard and spot those in the right places in Junior to work. Well, you completed
Goodness me, we'd have been here all night.
Yeah, it's a long scenario. It's a challenge, just like it's a long service mode timetable service, but just like the scenario, it's shunting. You've got to go backwards, you've got to go forwards. You're limited a lot of the time in slow speed yards. Yeah.
Definitely a lot of fun though, and I've got to say, I was having a great time doing that. And like I said, it's very chill. You know, like just grab a cup of tea, get some snacks, and do some shunting. Right. So let's go and have a look at the flat car first. So that was the timetable, wasn't it?
Yes. It's an ES44 service.
Yeah, and you said 5:45.
Well, yeah.
No.
17:43.
No, that's 3:00. Wow, I just forgot how to tell the time. That one.
I can't see the title. Can you read it to me?
25W Croxton to Chicago Intermodal.
That's the one. Oh yeah, the search box. I always forget about the search box too.
Oh yeah. Don't come at me with your logic, Red Leader. Alright. And there we have a flat car. Cool. Can you open the thing?
No.
Nice.
And if you pop to the other end of the train, it should have the trailers, I believe.
Which button takes me right to the back?
Press your camera button again.
That's the front.
So if you press 2 and then 2 again.
There we go.
There you go, there are the trail cars. So if you press 3 and 3 again, then you'll be able to fly around. Forgot about 3.
So 3 and then 3. Let's have a look. There we go.
There you go, and then you should have a look at the trailers.
Cool.
So I actually saw some really cool ones. Somebody sent me a picture of some trailers.
Oh, I love this.
So what instead of having flat cars, they'd actually got just almost just bogies, and you like hook the truck trailers onto these bogies, and the truck trailers are literally the structure. Like really crazy looking things.
That is so cool. I love that.
But no, these are great.
I kind of want different colour ones though. I realise they're all white, but like I want them to have all sorts of things on. Like logos like Tesco's lorry or something like that, and like a whole bunch of new ones. Although actually thinking about it, it's American, so it would be Tesco's. But you get my point.
Walmart.
Yeah, something like that. I want it to be branded. But that is ace. Okay, so the next thing we wanted to show was the
Stations.
Yes, stations. Let's go to the stations. Let's go to main menu. Should we explore on foot for that one?
Yeah, I think that's the best way.
And then again, we'll go for the same kind of time. Right, which station? Start at Juniata Loco Shops, Johnston Yard.
Well, Johnstown was one of them, so
Yeah,
why don't we start with that one?
Start with that one. Need some branding ones you'd love a FedEx train. Oh, that'd be cool. Honestly. Oh dear, it's the middle of the night. Well, somebody did actually say on the forums they wanted to see something at night, so here it is at night.
Johnstown Station, why not?
Yeah, we'll do it again in a minute, but actually during the day, because that was a complete accident. We literally talked about it the other day, Tom. Like how you can see it chooses whatever time of day that you're actually playing it. Yeah. Daytime, yeah. So it's 9:05 now. Oops.
So Johnstown Station is really interesting to me. It doesn't actually have surface level entrance. Okay. So to actually get to the station, you have to go underground. Like the station building is over the other side of the track from where we are currently.
Can you get into it?
You have to. No. It's just a really interesting station in real life, is what I meant. We've just got the above ground bit, but yeah.
That is cool.
But that's the station building right there that you're next to now.
Well, we'll have a look at this again in a minute in actual daylight, because I didn't mean to do it at night, but it's a good way for everyone to take a look at it at night. Are there any collectibles?
I don't know. Okay. As I said, I've not gone and found all the collectibles.
Doesn't look like
one of our art team placed them all.
I'm having a look. No, nothing here. Okay. All right, let's explore on foot, but actually at a reasonable time of day. Yes. What Derek said, I've been to Johnstown in real life and it looks close to the real one. That is awesome.
Glad to hear.
Okay, right, we've got that. Let's choose the time of day. Should we just go for like a morning? Let's do like 9 in the morning instead of 9 at night.
Is the launch trailer out now? I assume so, right?
It should be. If it's not, it'll be out tomorrow. Have you watched that? No, I haven't actually.
Oh, I love the music. They've really gone all out. It's a beautiful thing.
Like, I have seen it. Your guys are so great. It's the one with like the drums, right?
Yes.
It's really like it clip. No, I've got to say
Stomp. Yeah. Stomp style. Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, shout out to our video editors. They do amazing stuff.
They really like.
So there you go.
I've got to admit, I wasn't expecting great things from a trailer of a train game. I was expecting it to be, chill, show some trains, but it was just the energy is wonderful.
Yeah.
No, all props to DTG's vid editors. And then after I'd gone and seen that, I was like, I've got to watch some more. I spent about half an hour watching trailers for recently.
Did you really?
I mean, I watched them each a couple of times, but still, like Harlem's is great. Oh, it's been really fun.
All right, so we've seen Johnstown. Let's go see one of the other ones. What was the other one?
Altoona. It's right by Juniata Works.
Okay. Don't let me make the same mistake again when we go in there at night. Explore on foot. I'll tune a station.
That's the one.
That'll do.
I think this is actually probably one of my favourite custom buildings on the route.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's really nicely done.
Liam Spencer's asked, are you going to drive a train? No, I'm not going to drive one at the moment. I've actually just done a fair bit of shunting, and we're just having a look at some of the stations now because that's what the chat asked if we could see. So that's what we're showing off. So we'll go to the end and then have a look. Anything? Any collectibles? Any collectibles? Oh, I fell off. Did you get back up? Yeah. I really want a jump key.
Yes, I've been asking, why can't I jump?
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no.
There we go.
Something, player boundaries, something.
Yeah.
You know. So I think there's a collectible across from here, if I remember rightly.
Oh, okay.
Unless you've done the route intro already.
I'm looking. No, I have not. I'm looking both ways first before I cross, just to be safe. Okay, so you think? Oh, there! Look at it. Boom! Got it. I'm quite happy now. Okay, player boundary then. Oh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the Heritage Museum.
Okay, that's very cool then.
Altoona Railroaders Museum.
Yeah. Chat, liking that. Good. Excellent. Well, do you know, I'd say this is probably a pretty good place to end the stream for tonight. We did a bit of shunting, and then in the last one, obviously, we showed off the curve. So if anybody is interested in buying this, you can. It is out now. Thank you so much for joining us again, Tom. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And obviously, you've put so much work into this, and I think I can speak on behalf of the community when I say thank you for putting in so much time and effort into building this. And let's hope everybody enjoys it, hey?
Yeah, and I would like to say thank you for having me. I've had a blast, and I'm really, really sad that you're changing jobs because I just want to do this again with you for our next roof.
Well, like I said, this is going to be my last stream for a while, but I might turn up on the 4-up challenges soon, so it's definitely not going to be the very last time the chat see me, but I think it might be the last time me and you have the opportunity to stream. But like I said, it's been an absolute pleasure. So thank you to the chat as well for joining us, and thank you to everybody that's been watching the stream. So let us know what you think of the route, and I hope everybody enjoys it. Don't forget, if you've got feedback, pop it on the forums, and we will see you soon. So bye from me for the last time for a while. Bye everyone. And let's find a way to end it. There we go.